Oh yeah. Again, I have to repeat one more time the book because they're recording it. The book called the Book of Kadam, which is composed by Atisha and his main disciple Dromdenpa. It's more the commentary is more monologue between the teacher and disciple Dromdenpa. So now here, the Atisha asking the Drum, Alas, Brom, listen to me. So through one has just barely taken birth as a human being without even tasting a mouthful of human life oneself, one destroy the entire world. Okay. So alas, it means like it's not the surprise word, it's more sadness. It's a sad. That's what I'm saying, right? So that Atisha said, so sad, because that's what happening is. And that that human life, what he's saying here, without even tasting mouthful of human life. So there could be many different meaning. So one meaning could be not exactly knows what is human life for you, and or you will not know how much is qualified and ability and opportunity, and that could be the meaning here, right? So if you knows that the quality of human life and it's how much is opportunity, then definitely we might use it, right? So there's a saying here, we are not using our human life perfectly, what we use for, because the gaining happiness, your human life definitely brings you exactly human the happiness than other life compared to animal life. So, but yes, the we human, the having happiness is depend on other. But it, compared to animals more depends on others. So yeah, we human have a more opportunity than animal beings. Part of the brains, part of the analytical mind, part of the wisdom, part of the capacity mind, right? So those are better than them. So therefore, it's good to know that. And we have a separate teaching about the human leisure and opportunity. Um, this has a quite details. But at least we know that our own quality and capacity, right? Then uh, that when you see is the more valued, and then you see is it's useful, right? And once you see it's useful, and then you will try not ruining the other's life and world. So that's the saying here. One destroy the entire world. You are not using your own life perfectly, therefore you destroy the right all the worlds. That's example, your wisdom, your analytical mind. So not used for like the globally, right? It's just more use that associate with the self-centeredness. So when it's associated with the self-centeredness, you see it's only you in this entire world. And whatever you do just for do you do just for do for yourself. So that's the point. So you kind of ignoring, not caring to others. That's the way. And then with what we when we not care to others, then whatever your actions affect to other, you don't care. So you do it continuous. That's the how we destroying the world. That's the said it here. um, okay. So, okay, I'm going to move next. So the Zen says one robs many parents of their lives, and one what called deprive many parents their food, and one separate many from clothes and loved ones. It's tragic indeed, a most excellent son. So okay. So this is how our action affected to the others, right? When we don't care others, then the don't care other could be the small group or could be the large group, right? So if you are personal thinking, then you not care others, right? Or if you are leader of some communities, then you're not care other means you're not caring the other states. Or if you're leader of country, you're not caring means you're not caring other country, right? So that's whatever harms to them, that's don't care. At least we are good. So this is indirectly actually returning back. Indirectly, it's affected back. So therefore, very important to think globally. And but you have that like a phrase, right? Think globally, act locally. So exactly we need to do that. So act locally, yes, to makes happy whoever near or me, close to me. But same time, as we are protecting our community, definitely we need to think another communities, right? So because it's 100% protecting community is also depend on care or protect another community. If you don't care, then it's their turn into the enemy, then it's not really your country is safe. Once the other countries turn into the enemy, then country is not safe. Then it's not really perfectly protecting it, right? So so therefore, just go to family. Yes, that's taking care of our family is our own responsibility. No one comes to take care of our family, just our own responsibility. Yes, we need to take care like our family well, but it's also to concerning our neighbors, right? Once you're concerning our neighbors, as a better take caring our family. What do you think on it? Right? So that's just the idea actually. So therefore, how much you are close with your neighbors, that much your children are more free, right? Sometimes children cross to the border to neighbor. It's okay because you're close to them, your friend. If you are not close to them, your children cross to the border, they complain, right? And then begin to fight. So because when they complain, they say something bad to your children, how can be patient parents cannot be in the patients, right? No matter what, because they love the children, whoever yelling or like criticize to their own children is definitely directly affected the parents because they are love. So then they're not being quiet, right? So they say something back. That's how it start all this problem, right? So therefore, good to um, like a concerning about neighbor and be a good relationship with them. It's better protect our family, right? So and then part of the food, financial, definitely we should do that, right? We are not asking the neighbor to bring to us. We should that. That part, definitely we should do that. Take care of everything. What is nice things we need in the room, we can get it. What is the best thing in the world, things like we can get it in the home because that's our responsibility. So best table, best chair, best bed, best food, everything we can bring to the home. It's not conflict. It's not affected at all, right? But the security things, safety things, protecting things, definitely we should more concerning others or taking care also others. That's the better secure and better protected. So Otherwise, naturally or innately, everyone in this world have self-centeredness. Different could be, some are strong, some are less. That could be, everyone has an anger. And again, different could be, some are less, some are strong. Same, all this jealousy and resentment, all this most of negative emotions equally has every sentient beings in this earth. As a way beginning, I said, no matter where we go, so you knows how deal with the anger in your home. Then you will know how to deal with anger when you go out. There's no need to learn new things, because anger is same wherever, west, east, north, wherever, doesn't matter, right? So every human being, their anger is same, and their reactions of anger is same. So knowing, dealing with one person's, then you will know how to deal with 100 persons who have anger, right? So there's those are same. We innately we do have it. As we do have those, like all this negative emotion, and then self-centeredness, then self-egos, then it's not careful, then how reacted, that's, we know this is how affected there's others, right? Therefore it's saying one robs many parents their lives, one deprive, right? Deprive many parents their foods, and so on and so on. So this is, we not need to that much explain clearly here. We know that, right? But only what we need to know is it comes from the person's self-centeredness and negative emotions. Okay. And then here it's saying here, the root, all of this is the mere of desire. Harbor no excessive thinking, but host your robes high. Means you practice better. Excellent is the pure ethical discipline, that which helps one host. So if you want to take care of yourself and all others, then this is how we need to do it here, saying, good to know what is the main cause, root cause of having those suffering and destroying all self and others. And then after you knowing that the root, then how to overcome by it. So there's two things talking here. The root is saying here, mirror of desire, which is associated with the self-ego. And then for overcome by this, as saying we need a pure ethical discipline, which is help one host, right? If you do not do that, then what's happening is, say, the great fundamental ignorance, bringing together the three attachment, aversion, and delusions, created the suffering of 6 realms of samsara. Thus, violations resembles a potter's. It means the potter, how to make the many different type of design pots. Same, our actions, our motivations, our thoughts, shaping many different shapes, our life and other lives. So whether it's suffering or happiness, it's all the point is depend on actions or depend on the motivation and intentions. That's how it comes. And then as well as our intentions, motivation leaded by ignorance, then always is associating with the three poisons, which is here say aversions, attachment, and delusions. Delusions means ignorance again, right? So it comes from ignorance, then it's associated with the negative emotions. Or another way to say, it comes with naturally, just your thoughts, your intention, let it come naturally without changing without learning. Whatever comes since when you were young, it continuously grows, right? And then whatever thought is naturally, whatever comes thought naturally, it's 99% associating with either one of the negative emotions, or definitely it's associated with that self-centeredness. So saying this is not easy to understand, right? So you need to deep meditate and think how the suffering and cause of suffering that my negative emotions, saying 100%, last time I said is 100% associated with ignorance. Similarly, I'm saying here, so it's also associated with self-centeredness, 100% self-centeredness. We discussed many times, even we care someone, still self-centeredness there. But that's just could be diluted to us that, yeah, I do not have a self-centeredness because I'm carrying you all entire my life. Anything I'm doing for you because you love it. If you do not love it, you don't do that. Isn't that love makes you happy? That's self-centeredness there, right? So, but we say, I'm 100% doing for you. Really, you're not doing for yourself, right? If you're not really doing for yourself, then I will change the condition, right? Say, you love to me, therefore I respect you. Now I'm not going to respect you. I'm going to disrespect you. So that's condition I'm going to change. Then see still you will do it or not. You understand? Right? So if you not do that, then your love is conditioned. That means, again, it's not makes you happy then. Now, how much I done for you, how much I work for you, how much I dedicate for you. And then finally, you turns very bad, I'm going to give up. So it's conditioned. If that turns bad, why you need to give up? If it's not associated with the self-centeredness, 100% cherish other, then no one gives up because it's cherished. You nothing to do with you. It's only them, right? So you're giving up because it's conditioned, because it's associated with self-centeredness. We can think. What do you think? We can have a discussion on it. Something that you see, oh, it could be not because of this. No. The parent to children's, a lot of fightings happening, brother to brother, sister to sister, siblings. The fighting's happening in family every time, right? Why? Not 100% cherishing each other. It's cherished to you based on my self-centeredness. That's the problem. So I love to you based on my based on my happiness, based on my wish, right? And based on my attachment. That's the self-centeredness then. So it's difficult to find that kind of subtle connection to self-centeredness, right? And then what you need to do is you hear something today, and then you go back and every actions in your daily life, every thoughts in your daily life, examining it, is really associating self-centered or not. Sometimes you will not found it, so you will not see, okay, that part, that action, that thoughts, I do not see is associated with the self-centeredness. Then go back to think, is turning into the condition or not, right? No matter what they do, will I continue laughter or not? If not, that clearly shows its self-centeredness, right? So because it's based on doing your own wish. Yeah. So that's not why we're happening a lot in families. That's the saying that whatever you have a self-centeredness, then those angers comes, attachments comes, and then all those negative emotions comes because of self-centeredness, right? So we should dig our life. How it goes? Knock door, knock the head, right? So how's going my life? So sometimes happy, sometimes suffering, not always happy. So, right? And then sometimes some people, most of the time are suffering. There no one there, always happy, right? So, and then changing here and there, really don't need it. Changing here, what we need is continuous, the long-lasting happiness. That's we need it, right? So then definitely we should know these things, the cause, condition, and how to deal with it. That's it's a big help. And then one thing I'm keep saying here, whatever you have a solution to overcome by suffering in daily life, it's not works well. I'm just guessing in general, right? Therefore, I'm saying it's not works well. It is, or is it or not? Your idea, your solutions is really let you overcome by one suffering forever, right? If this idea and that solution is not help me forever, then why are you going back again the cause? Why not we learning something new and say, okay, try it, right? Something new, then try it. Something new, then try it. Trying is not just one time, two time, few time, because the result is not just comes immediately. That's just the same with anything, right? So therefore, see some kind of experiences in your own, then you can determine or decide it, say, oh yeah, it's right to do or it's wrong to do it, right? Therefore, self-centeredness is the everything we can take this so far, or self-ego, right? Self-ego and self-centeredness. Yeah. Therefore, say great fundamental ignorance is a self-ego. And then it brings those negative emotion. That's the how created, because our every single actions is leaded by our thought, right? So say you're standing up or you're sitting down. We never notice that, oh yeah, I have a thought that I want to stand up, therefore I did it, right? So it's not just robot comes up and down, right? It's led by thought. So very important to take care of that thought, to change that thought. Then everything which is led by thought will be smooth and happy, right? You will able to change that thought, because this is the main source. Our thought lead everything, even eating, sitting, lying, everything led by thought, isn't it? Right. So, but sometimes we say when we walk, we hand do like this. I do not have an intention to do this. It could be habit. But we say that habit is led by thought again at the way beginning, right? But any people have a different way to walk. Right? So when they grow up, maybe it comes naturally. It comes taught by someone else to how to walk, how to like take actions, right? But it could be influenced by someone. It could be your own nature, but different way work. There are different actions. Some might be, we can say, it's not necessary to have intention, and these are not big deal actually. When I work, do this, there's nothing affecting anything, right? So, but the big things in our daily life, even the simple things, eating, sitting, it's led by thoughts, then decision, like emotions, everything, relationship, of course, all led by our thoughts, right? So that's the actually good to know. Yeah. But I just let you know, it's sometime even like happening with me. What I talk to you right now, it means I know something to how to deal with it, right? But when it's happening with me, it's like a sad or like a feel guilty or regret. It takes time to overcome by it. I try to apply whatever I know. It's not immediately comes. Sometimes I have to avoid my thoughts, which is constantly comes back again and again, because it cannot directly challenge it through by it cannot reduce by my antidote. Then I better avoid it. So there are many different ways to avoid it. Some people might sleep, some people might watch TV, or some people might meditate, right, to avoiding this thought. There are many different solutions to avoiding this thought. But why we avoiding? Because my antidote is not that strong to apply or reducing this emotion, suffering that what I have right now. So it's avoided. Then at the same time, I try to think that's antidote, like a compassion, kindness, or so on, so on. Try to think those, and this is how slowly reduce it instead of directly challenging it. Sometimes definitely very difficult for us to having it if we are not a daily practitioner. So yeah, therefore sometimes I'm laughing at myself. See what happening with you now. You have a suffering, it's difficult to overcome by it. What are you talking to people then? Isn't it? I'm blaming myself. What are you talking to people? Isn't that you talk that? Yes, I do. Isn't that talk that? Yes, I do. What happened? I don't know. It's not working right now. It's not useful right now. So therefore, better avoid it, the thought. And then once his mind's little bit avoided and change the thought and immediately bring it that antidote. Either you think kindness, love, whatever you think. And then regarding, as I'm Buddhist, sometimes I think karma is also helpful. And then most of the time I'm thinking, okay, this is not my essence of life. My target is, I'm not talking to you, just my life, okay? My target is future better. As my target is future better means I'm talking future life. So future life better. If my target is future life better, what do you lose right now? Nothing to lose. You have everything right now to make your future life better. Your mental is okay, your body is okay, your friends change, okay, no problem. Community change, okay, no problem. House change, okay, no problem. Still, the like the path or the cause and condition which I need to accumulate it for my future life still remaining there. Wherever I go, whatever change it, whatever change the circumstances, whatever change the situation, look at myself. That's the human opportunity, what I said earlier. All the opportunity still remaining there I have to make my future life better. Then why I should worry too much these small things? It's temporary things, impermanent things, right? So sometimes it's help. And then sometimes thinking love and kindness help, sometimes karma's thinking help, sometimes emptiness and impermanence help me to when they think it's help. But these are more challengeable. This what I share you right now, it's better helping me directly, right? I lose nothing. because every opportunity is still there, right? And then the pressures is still there, and leisures are still there. Then what I really lose? I lose nothing. I lose nothing. That's how I just taking care of myself to overcome those emotions. So what I main point saying is just knowing is not enough to overcome my suffering. That's the point. And then giving myself as example, right? So need to do something everyday practice, then it's health and the moment. Otherwise, better avoid it many different ways. So this is the how our daily actions comes, right? It's usually people asking what is connection between mind and body. This is you can take one way the connection between mind and body. Every body actions leaded by mind, right? It's depend on mind. So and then as your mind strong, then sometime I share a few times, sometime it's also help you to cure your body physical pain points. It's happening. um for example, I heard that in a New York, one mother has a cancer, and then doctor give them like a 3 months, but the children's never share to their mothers your cancer. Instead of saying that, they keep encourage her. Doctors say you will be like a cures, you will be okay, you will be completely cures. Continuous encourage that. So now 3 months, mother is still there. They said, mother is still there. This is the strength, power of mind, right? So it's good to know the power of mind, right? So like outside, very noisy. You are sitting in inside. As long as you control your mind, that noise is not affect you. But if you think more attention to that noisy, that getting more worse. And same time, anger and all those comes. Resentment, revenge, all this comes, right? Because your attention, you are more thinking about the noisy. How much you think about that noisy goes more worse. And same time, a lot of different emotion arises, right? But if you do not think about that noisy, still you are safe to have negative emotions. Anger is not comes after that, right? So, okay, they are noisy, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, that's fine, right? So better close my window, better close my door, or better close my ear. That's 100% doable, right? Instead of go out and shut up. That's fine start, right? So that's not happening, right? And then also it's sometimes, yeah, they're enjoying with their noisy. Oh, I'm happy. They're enjoying now, right? So this twist the mind, change the mind, change the thought. Okay. So then when you, it's actually, it's depend. Say outside, all your relatives are enjoying and making noisy. You're okay because you can think that, they are enjoy, I'm happy because you're relatives. But the other strangers comes and making noisy, then same noisy actually, because mind thoughts, not willing to think that they're happy, I'm happy, because it's not your close one. That's the only point, right? So therefore, you make it at the moment. They're noisy, they're okay. So now, anyhow, there are some kind of sentient being who we need to be stay together, whether we call logically, like I mean, like biologically, the brother or sister or not, but we do have a connections somehow. So therefore, I should depend on them. That we do have a great connections. So then be happy. That's how just apply give some different reason, change your thought. Once change your thought, that's the everything. So that's this line saying everything driven by thoughts. Then once change your thought, negative emotion not arises, that bad intention will be not there, then you will not take any bad actions, right? So the bad actions driven by the bad intention or motivations is driven by those negative emotion. And why? Because self-centeredness, because self-ego. That's we can say it. Yeah. Okay, any further need to clarify a discussion on it? Or you 100% agree or not agree? So I just feel you new here. I just saying here, you 100% rejectable here. Don't worry, I'm having anger, right? I'm not having anger because, right? Don't worry, it could be, make you anger. That's no worry. So, because I'm thinking here, right? So far I'm talking here. I think it, I found it good. Maybe there's one mind, and other mind can be better wisdom, say, oh yeah, you are wrong. Could be. That's how I accept it. Open-minded, right? So all this thing I'm teaching here, discussion, doing with the open-minded. So therefore, whatever you give me the tips, is the great for me. Instead of thinking you're rejecting my points or my statement. They are no my statement, right? So what thing I agreed, that's I'm sharing you, right? So okay. Oh yeah. Okay, then I'm going to move next. There's a say, thus violations resemble in supporters. The supporter means you can take as making shape the life, right? Okay. Now I say the following, how shaping our life. The following is how suffering arises on this basis of ignorance, which is self-egos. Like an earthen, like an earthen jar, right? Created through like compositions. Okay. Uh, okay, earthen jar. And then intense heat and burning created in the hells. For the hungry ghosts, there is the former. This talking about different lifetime. It's part of Buddhist. But here we can think as human being will come later. But the first things that the following how suffering arises on the basis of ignorance. This is not uh, okay. This is happening in everyone who believer or not believers, right? As I earlier said, driven by thoughts. And that thought associated with the ignorance, anger, attachment, then it comes chaos, it comes suffering. So that's the general, right? So the following how sufferings arises based on ignorance, like a earthen's jar created through compositions, right? So this is how shaped our thought shaped everything, our life. This is you can take it that. So and then again, I will read next one, but it talks more about the karma. Uh, um, because here is a the topotter or like an earthen jar created. Those are composition. Those are talking about karma here refers. The karma, we don't have to go up the Buddhist way to karma, but the karma is action and the movement actions, whatever leaded by your thoughts. That's depend on your thought. If your thought is bad, action is bad. Your thought is good, action is good. That's just general things saying here, right? So therefore, move to next here. For human in the higher realms, here's what happened. Due to the fruition of past karma, some are born as a boy, some are as a girl. but scientifically they have a different explanation, right? Why boy and why girl? That's whatever. That's general things. Even among the offering of same parents and among the boys, some are handsome, while others are utterly unattractive. Even if it were possible to be equal in appearances, some will be clever and others foolish. Even if equals what called cleverness were possible, some would enjoy wealth, perfectly prosperity, while others remain uh, impoverished in numerous ways. Even with wealth, one might see quality, yet some would be resourceful and respected by all, while others would powerless and insulted by all. But in generally, all this happening in our daily life. Generally, we describe it different. Sometimes we describe scientist way, genetic, gene. Sometimes we describe our own way. So scientists way to describing, they research something. It could be better maybe. Sometimes we describe, oh, maybe I thought this is, therefore it's happening, right? That's not really reliable. If you are really knowledgeable, educated, or like a great thinker or sharp mind, then could be some value it. Otherwise, general, as our minds associating with ignorance, it could be wrong, right? Our decision to describing why those happening. Some are foolish, some are clever, even same children. Why, right? And then it continuously saying here, um, mm, uh, yeah, some are beauty and some are ugly, unattractive, even same parents. Is happening, right? So therefore, uh, what we can think after understand that, uh, just think everything is depend on cause and condition. Attractive, unattractive, depend on cause and condition, and also depend on viewers, the people who how view you, right? So generally say this is unattractive, but some might see you attractive. And generally say it's attractive, some might see you unattractive. It's depend on viewers, depend on cause and condition. So therefore, good to know that everything depends on cause and condition, right? So, but I can, instead of explaining this, I can add it here, which is like a smart or foolish or attractive, unattractive. I can go back to your thoughts, right? It's go back to your thoughts. So, um, hmm. So when I said go back to your thoughts, it means like sometimes we say evergreens, right? The what is evergreens actually? It's your kind mind, right? So as well as your mind try to get more associating with the kindness and compassion. Doesn't matter how change your body, you're still beautiful. You're still handsome. People like you. So that's all the point. Attractive, unattractive, clever, foolish. All the points that we wish that people like to me, right? People respect to me. But if you care more your inner mind, thoughts instead of body, then really it will become long lasting. The inner beauty is the forever, evergreen beauty. Because our external beauty is unreliable. That's last time we talked, right? It's unreliable. So therefore, try to be an inner beauty. Then you are forever beauty. It doesn't matter, you are getting more senior, right? 80, 90-year-olds, people still wants to talk to you, come to you, because you are kind, right? So that's happening. Like some children very much like their grandpas instead of their parents or grandpas, right? They might found they are so gentle. I want to see grandpas, definitely. Without seeing him, I'm difficulty, or so on, so on, right? So that's just more. And another thing is, if you do that, then you will never ever feel loneliness, right? Even people come, definitely people comes to you to talk to you and respect to you. Even not comes, as your kindness and compassion always connected with the people, indirectly. Directly, people comes to talk to you, that's the power of your kindness. But indirectly, you are connected to them. You always connected. You're not waiting to someone come there. You're already connected because of the power of that kindness mind, right? So therefore, we never feel loneliness even if we become very seniors. So that's one thing we need to take care, isn't it? Once we study, we take care of this life. When we're young, we continue to study it. What we take care is our teenager and grow up. That's all we take care of it. So right now, it's time for take care of our senior. Means like you should prepare something for yours when you become a seniors, right? So it's not forceful way. It's just fluidly, and then think, reason, and then time by time learn, and then whatever you feel good. Okay, I do it for take care of my seniors, right? Your seniors not come yet, but still we do have our own hand. That senior having more suffering or having more happiness is 100%. We do have our own right now, right? So if you want to make that seniors more uh, like a suffering, then do right now whatever you like it. If you want that senior, my seniors, more happy, then you do something better right now instead of doing whatever you like it. You follow me, right? That's important. So let's take example, the young. How much you did young affected to right now, how you feel, right? So now take this example in a senior. If you do something bad, it's affected that. If something good, it will be good. So this is how it goes in our life, right? That's how we need to take care, everything. And then taking care of your senior is actually, you don't have to think always, when I become an old age, what happening, what happened? No, at the moment, stay in a moment, what you are, try be positive. Try to generate kindness at the moment. That's actually you are taking care of your seniors, right? So, but we do sometimes take care of your seniors. We keep the budget for that, right? When I become a senior, I use this money for this. And we looking some kind of senior house. When I become a senior, we do something take care, but we not really take care of it, right? But those are not really helpful to having happiness in your life, right? But that's necessary. It's needed. That's condition. But that's only we did it. It's not enough. So something do better. And that better is at the moment, try to generate kind minds and compassion. That's the whole point. So you're not too much worrying it. You try to do something better in now, that affect it. So that's the whole point. You're taking care of sinners better way. Because you already have, we already might look at, even sometime people already like agree that, oh, when I die, that people will come and pray for me. That much they prefer it until they die. They prefer, right? Some are do that, but not really like it, the what called authentic, isn't it? It's not really profound and authentic. You say authentic? It's not really perfectly careful, right? So you did it what you know it's good, but you knowing new now is then do better. This is the how all the points, right? Oh, okay. Uh, and the next line. Okay. Any question online and here? Okay, then. So next line, I think it's useful here. While some indulge in negative bad deeds, and again, it's continuous talking, even same parents, children's different. How comes, right? But some indulge in negative deeds and squander even their own well-beings. Some engage in virtuous deeds, the above ones and squander even their own well-beings, right? So of course, forget about helping others, even ruining your life. If you take negative actions with all this negative thing, actually ruining your own life, ruining your own benefit, or destroying your own happiness. That's the saying here, squander even their own well-beings. Some engage virtue deeds, which is doing more positive actions, and accomplish the well-being of others as well. Or they take care of themselves and same time it's affected, or they have a motivation to take care of others. That's how we take care of others. That's wonderful. Um, let's see, the good deeds and bad deeds different. The bad deeds even destroy your life. Good deeds take care of both self and others. Isn't that more powerful to doing good deeds? Right? It's more beneficial, more powerful. Again, I'm going back to remind you, it's not easy, simple way we saying here. Doing good deeds. Yeah, I agreed, right? I agreed. But in you go back to your home and your daily basis, or when you're in a community, when you're in with a friend and relationship, wherever you are, this is the moment you have to remember, I need to do good deeds. I need to do good deeds. Not forceful. That good deeds is comes by force. It's not long lasting. You doing that you really don't want to do it. It's part of suffering, right? You really don't. It's kind of forcing it. The forcing is not healthy, and forcing is not long lasting it. Therefore, without forcing, how comes I can do good deeds? Because you think reason why you're doing it. The reason makes you happy to do that, right? So, and that reason could be your own happiness and other happiness, that I'm doing good deeds to save this world. If the bigger aim we can think is one people can be affected this world, it's possible, right? So I'm doing myself, whether people in this world, they know or they do not know, I don't care. As myself, what I have a gift life, I spending for better to self and others, and mainly for my own self happiness. Therefore, I really need to care others and concerning others, as I earlier mentioned it, right? So this is the way how we uh, um, to do better. And then that's the good reason that, okay, this life I spend meaningful, I'm making it meaningful. That meaningful is helping self and others, not just self. So, and then reason, as I'm helping self and others, then therefore I'm doing good deeds. Then one time thinking, two time thinking, then it's makes more stronger and stronger. Then whatever you do in good deeds, doing with the happily instead of forcing. Right? You will do it happily. So therefore, that part is important. Do not do anything the force. Let it comes. And how it comes, think more reason, good reason, instead of thinking bad reason. If you think more bad reason, bad thoughts comes. If you think more good reason, good thoughts comes, right? So it comes naturally. That makes you easy to do it. So that's the thing. That's the makes it easy. Otherwise, it's doing it's difficult. And then okay, so that's just we see the doing benefit of good deeds and doing false of negative deeds. Okay. So, and accomplish the well-being of others as well. They are honored by the gods. Gods here is not talking the created God. The gods here talking about one kind of beings who have more pleasure than our human being, the top, right? That's the talking here. They are honored by the devas. In Sanskrit say instead of gods, Sanskrit say devas. I can use devas. Otherwise, it's confused, makes you confused. We use their terms, right? They are honored by the devas and respectfully by the sublimes. So who doing goods, they're respected by sublime. The sublime, you can think the sublime beings, you can think the holy beings or honor beings, whoever think that the nice being in this earth, those are you can take as a sublime being. And if you're doing good, they will respect you because this is their wish, right? So therefore saying respected by. So respected by general everyone or respected by sublime beings is a good difference. Respected by sublime beings, then you're doing something good. Respected by anyone's, it's not necessary that it's something doing good. That's the difference, right? So therefore, if some like a sublime beings or like a honor or your great teachers or whoever, if they respect you, that means you're doing something good, right? Okay, that's how you can take it. Therefore, like a separately saying respected by sublime being instead of saying respected by everyone, because this two is big difference, right? So getting respect by everyone is easy. No need to good deeds. Give more money. So talk nice, sweetie talks, right? So that's easy. So okay, anyhow. Well, the others are what's called disdain, right? Destined for the whole. Okay, that's fine. Extend those points of the girl as well. So far, it's talking about the nature of the boys, and then apply to girls the same, because human being and nature is same. And then finally saying that the two parents are impartial. Impartial means I think here talking about unbiased, right? From parent side is the unbiased to children's. It could be, but general say, majority say it's unbiased children, right? So what created difference in their makeup? Means like from parent side, if they have two children's, like say two twins, siblings, and then they take care same way, giving toys, same things, and food, same things, everything, same things. But it's possible the children could be more negative, one children could be more positive, right? Even take care by one parents and everything treats same way, but it could be. Why is it? Because the different thoughts. The others have a more negative, they have different thoughts than others who have more positive, right? So different thoughts led it, not the parents make them bad, one good. Parents treat same way, but turn into that one is good, one is bad, because they are negative thoughts, right? So that's a saying, what created different they are making up because they are negative thoughts. All of this depends upon the acquaintance, right? Acquaintance of the three poisons. So yeah, okay. It's a thought, right? And one which negative actions were most profound. I, what was that? Pronounced. Oh, sorry. Most pronounced. Okay. So again, it's saying it's everything led by thoughts. That's how comes different. Even we eat same food, we live in the same country, same places, same house, but the many different attitude. All this different by different thoughts. That's the attitude is leading by thoughts. Thought could be leading by the natural or innate mental afflictions or influenced by someone. That's just happening. Okay, so I might be stop here, and unless you have further clarifications or discussion, question, whatever, please go ahead. From here, next, talking about the antidote. What antidote we need to apply and how to overcome by those negative thoughts. Yeah. So it will be, we'll talk to next Sunday. Do they have any question? Yes, please.
I was just thinking about the unconditional, conditional terms of relationships. I think most people aren't under the illusions of not being conditional.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know how how good is it to feel that you have that selfishness in a relationship because you're protecting yourself and both people are protecting themselves. So I don't know if that in that case is necessarily a bad thing.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like still we do have a self-centeredness. The bad thing, good thing, we will explain later. That self-centeredness, sometimes we say, okay, I'm giving you unconditional love because I'm sacrifice for you, right? Again, it's go back to that your desire to sacrifice, your wish to sacrifice, that you want it. So the wanting, you are sacrificing for someone else. It's not that only thinking someone else. It's more driven by that I want to help, that I wish to help. That wish and wanting makes you sacrifice. Then that wanting is associated with self-centeredness, right? So again, once that person's not deserved it, your unconditional love, or not taking it to something disrespect, and like asking you no more need your help and so on and so on. Then at the moment you will say, I don't need your help. Then we can check again that sadness. It's a turn into the suffering or not? Why you are having sad? Because it's not wishful for me. So only that is not wishful for me. If you are sad because one sentient beings that you're helping is not accepting it, there are another poor sentient beings there. There are many sentient beings there who need help. By why only stuck in one? Right? That's self-centeredness. So that's all. Sometimes we feel, yes, I unconditionally love you. Even I can give my life for you. I can die for you. That's we said it, right? I can die for you. Sometimes that dying wish is driven by attachment, right? So that's the how comes, how I'm going to die for you. But it diluted to us that think, I'm really, really not looking for me. I'm looking for you, therefore I help you. That's how we feel it, actually looking for you. Right? That wish and want it is all the point there. And but the action, whatever doing is not necessarily always bad. Even self-centeredness leaded you some good actions. The good action is good actions, therefore, even leaded by self-centeredness, that's good, right? So what are we saying here? Not go too stream, excessively, that the cause problem or everyone, self and others, is not benefit to self and others. But having, sometimes His Holiness Dalai Lama said, intelligent selfish, wise selfish. The selfish could be the wise selfish or foolish selfish. So not do the foolish selfish. The wise selfish is that we try to do to benefit to self, finding my happiness, therefore I'm doing nice to you. The nice to you is not only that cunning or deceiving you to finding because my happiness is depend on you. Therefore, because if I don't care, then it might be destroy my happiness. Therefore, I care. Also, this is the best method. This is the best way to finding my own happiness. So still selfish is there, but it's wise selfish. That action will lead good. Yeah, it's not always necessarily bad. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any question? Okay. I hope.
Geshe,
Sorry. Yeah.
I just have a quick question. I was thinking about just that, about what the Dalai Lama said about a wise selfish earlier when you were talking about thinking globally. And I'm just curious, what you are saying makes complete sense. It's like as soon as you hear it, it sounds very deeply logical. So why do you think all these countries don't get together and help each other? Because everybody would benefit.
You mean like more talking harmonies?
Yes.
Definitely harmonies is the one is good things for us, right?
Yeah, we spend so much money on bombs and nuclear arms, and of course His Holiness is against all of that, but it's such a waste of money and it's such a waste of resources. So why aren't we more globally intelligently selfish and help each other and help all of us at the same time? Why are we so stupid?
Yeah, this is our wish actually, right? Our wish is world peace. And then having world peace is depend on many cause and condition, and harmonies is one part of that. Compassion is one of that, and then respecting each other is one part of that. But is really happening or not is question, right? Regarding that, world peace is really happening or not is question. But what is our hope to saying that our world peace is individual what called the individual love, individual's compassion, or individual peace. That's our hope. If we can make one individual person's having more peace in their life, that is the one thing, something we did for a world. That is our hope, right? Otherwise, I will not see in my life to having world peace. I will not see it. But having more fighting and those things happening. But what you have a power, this is gathering power, right? All the community powers, and individual have a powers. You use on individual powers perfectly, always. That's only what we can do it. That's only what we can do it. That means something we're doing it. Otherwise, just worrying is not helpful. Just wishing is not helpful. Taking action is more better. And action is what you have a power, takes it. Right? For example, I can say our Tibetan community, there are many YouTubers there, and some YouTubers always talks negative. Then do I have a power to stop them? No. What I have a power is I can block them from my account. That's my power. I blocked it. Right? And second blocked it, third blocked it, fourth blocked it. 100 people blocked it. This is our power then. You can take this as an example. Use our own simple power. How much you have an ability, do that much. Cannot do beyond that because it's out of our control. So do that much is affected. You might not see, as I said, I might not see world peace in my lifetime, but I might see 10 people happy in my lifetime. That's just I did something, or I think I'm doing something for world. Right? Does it make sense?
Thank you, Geshe.
Yeah.
So this goes back to the teaching that you did on doing the work within our capacity, right? Within our capacity. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Perfectly. Okay. So yeah, Gloria, you say announcement?
Yeah, I do. Hi, everyone. I'm Gloria.
Chappelle, you can stop that.
So we're excitingly having a